let's check in with Aaron Andrews.
Hey, how's it going? I gotta turn this off.
Said this week our number one priority is to stop the Packers' run.
Yeah, I gotta turn that off because that's not supposed to be. Yeah, I don't want to get any legal issues from having something in the background going. Let's see, dude. Yeah, I'm trying to send an invite here to Chris. See if he wants. Well, he already said he's gonna jump on, so it's not like I have to see if he's gonna be on the show. He said he wanted to do it, so. But yeah, I haven't got to watch very much. You know, I saw that the Panthers lost. I also saw that the Titans lost. Let's see. I saw Green Bay won. Yeah, I just haven't had a chance to catch up a whole lot. So Chris is going to fill us in. Right, Chris?
What's up, Chris?
What's up, man?
So, yeah, I didn't get to watch a whole lot of football today. I had a bunch of stuff going on today, but, you know, I caught some of the Cowboys game, but, yeah, Detroit shocked Arizona today.
Oh, really? They won? What
yeah,
the
tell
heck?
me about it. I'm like, the actual heck. So,
dude, the biggest deal about that is there was some games that coming up that were going to be really hard for Arizona, and now they just lost to Detroit.
What? I mean, legit, what does that do for the playoff picture, though? I mean, Dallas won, so if Tampa Bay loses, which I'm not going to count them out of losing this game, or winning this game, you know, losing this game, but at the same time, you're down 6 to the Saints. This is not Tampa Bay football at all, you know?
Right.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy, but at the same time, you know, congratulations on Dallas winning. Dude, I did see that Teddy Bridgewater was carted off the field. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw the notification on my phone, but I did not watch the game. I sadly saw what the score was, and so yeah, it's a really sad day for a Bronco fan, dude. And I didn't even watch the game or the hit. It's just sad.
Yeah, prayers and thoughts with him, big time. You know.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, and I legit just got done eating dinner and stuff, and Dad was like, or Jason was like, I'm gonna go to bed. So I was like, okay. So I was like, I think I'm gonna watch football tonight. So
yeah.
But yeah, I saw.
It sounds like Jason wants to still be part of the podcast.
Yeah, it sounds like he does. So I don't know. Like, oh, that's a drop. You know, I'd say let's bring him back. You know, like that's really totally up to you, dude. It's
Yeah, no, I already told him we would.
Yeah.
We'll go with it again, and hopefully, like, everything goes smooth. And
right. Well, let's talk football. This is what this podcast is about tonight, folks.
Right? Yeah, for sure.
To our listening audience, just forget what we said about that.
Oh no, I'm not gonna get into anyone's business here. I just said let's give the pod. This is what I told them. Right. One of the things I told him was let's give it a shot. Me, him, you on the podcast again.
Right.
So that's my main point.
Let's talk football. Obviously, Jaguars got a win today, surprisingly, without Urban Meyer.
Well, dude, that's probably what gave them the victory. Honestly, because
Tampa Bay.
No. Hey, did you listen? I know you've been busy, so probably not. But did you listen to the episode 8, the Joe Scratchy show?
No. Like you said, I was busy and everything. So I.
because there's a segment in there when I talk about Urban Meyer and I say Urban Fire. Kind of
Well,
funny.
he did come out and apologize, and he was, like, I'm honestly gonna believe like Urban Meyer really, as much as Jaguar fans, don't want to hear it. That's just part uh, of of the NFL. Like a lot of during the offseason, there's going to be a lot of changes like that. A lot of these teams need to make, and the Jaguars started by wow, down at the 1. That's insane. 38 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. But a lot of like I think the Bears, I think the Carolina Panthers are gonna do something different. Basically kind of go in a different direction than what they have been going with. So, obviously the Steelers also
Yeah.
won today too against the Titans,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I ended up watching that game. Um, the Cowboys were up 21-6, and Jake Fromm actually came into the game for Mike Glennon, and he actually did some really cool stuff. Like he looked really good. Especially for his first time being, on the field and everything. So he definitely did a great job, and and just keep Hang on, let me see what Dad wants.
Okay. But yeah, no, that was crazy, dude. The Steelers winning. And the guy was like talking about, they went in reverse last year. They were super good, undefeated last year, and then fizzled out in the playoffs. What if they were bad for a lot of the year and then do really good in the playoffs this year, like do the opposite? And it's like, well, probably not. I mean, no matter what you do, I mean, Big Ben is not going to be, a dominant player like he used to be. And I don't even know if dominant would be the right word, but he definitely was one of the, I would say at one point, at least in his career, he was probably top 10 quarterback. And if not, he was at least top 15, I would say, like easily at different points in his career. But, like definitely top 10, you know. But, you know, I think personally, I think he was at least top 10 at certain points. But yeah, dude, it's one of those things with the Steelers. Like, they have that coach, they have the dude that is good. Mike Tomlin, and he's never had a losing season. I believe in his whole tenure, with the Steelers, or even in the NFL as a head coach. I think this is probably his only head coaching gig, and he's been doing it for years. And obviously, he's won a Super Bowl, and I think he's lost one too. But I mean, the point is, like, the man is clearly a winner. He's very good at his job. I have nothing but respect for Mike Tomlin. If I doubt that this is going to happen, but who knows? I mean, the Steelers are in decline. But if Mike Tomlin was to change teams and coach somewhere, I would gladly take him on the Broncos. Now, I don't think he would go there because the problem is, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Chargers are up and coming, even though they're not a super great team overall, but they're up and coming. So, I think that it's, I think that it's one of those things that, you kind of have to be almost like mindful of, there's going to be a lot of different changes, throughout the NFL season. And it's one of those things that, like Chris was talking about, with the Cardinals, the Cardinals, lost again. And that's like 2 losses in a row for them. So it's just one of those things that, we don't know exactly how it's all going to shape up at the end here. Chris is right. I think maybe his Cowboys, will be in a good position. I don't know how high up on that playoff list of teams for the NFC, but I think, they may have a really good shot at, like he was saying, if Tampa Bay lost today, which they're probably not gonna, then that just pushes them even higher, probably. So, it's interesting, to kind of see how it all shapes out. And, that's what happened with the Steelers, for instance. I know I've been talking about them a lot, but like with the Steelers last year, they went like 11-0 or 12-0, and it looked like, dude, these guys are clearly like a team that wants to have the best spot in the AFC, and they, clearly, look like they're, doing super great, and then they like fell off towards the end of the year. So you never know exactly what's going to happen. And, it just is one of those things that, the crazy thing about the NFL, it's like, Chris was saying, Detroit, won. The thing about Jared Goff is like, he's been on a good team. He's had NFL quarterback experience, just as much as, majority of the starters in the NFL. It's been a rough year, changing teams, and Detroit's not a good team and all that. But, like when you look at him and you look at the fact that, he was able to, I'm assuming he was the quarterback at least, but they were able to win last week. I know he was quarterbacking then, and then they win this week. And so it just, but it's the NFL, like, unexpected things happen. Like this whole year, there's been things that just were not expected, so, I mean, it's just, we're going to have to see kind of where everything, kind of pans out. And, I think, the more that, the more that everything's, the more that everything's like happening, in the NFL, it's just, I can't believe how like crazy that the year has been. Hey, dude, your TV was like super loud. That's why I stopped you from speaking while you were talking to your dad.
Well, he actually is starting to play Mortal Kombat, and he was like, come watch, and I was like, okay. And I didn't want to be rude to him or anything, so I was like, yeah, I'm going back to my room. No, I'm good,
so you don't need to go?
Like, I watched a few times, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. I was like, as much as I love Mortal Kombat. No, I'm good. I'll pass real fast.
Is he playing X or is he playing
PS5?
No, or I'm sorry, Mortal Kombat 10, or is he playing 11?
I don't remember which one he's playing, but ooh, Bengals have a chance to actually be in the playoffs.
Yeah, I thought they did, but I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't know. I guess it all depends, huh? Because they're like the second in that division, probably, right? The Ravens
behind the Baltimore Ravens, but because Baltimore lost today, they're on top of the AFC North. But when you honestly think about where they, like what they have to do, They're now talking about it. So they're at the Bengals next week. They have the Rams, and then they have the Steelers. Oh, I'm gonna pick the Bengals to beat the Ravens. That's just because, I think the Bengals have a better chance to win it.
Where was Lamar? Oh, is he
still
injured?
injured,
He's
dude.
injured, right?
So Tyler Huntley has done a great job, I will say, but at the same,
Kind of, but
without Lamar, they're not a playoff team this year.
the thing with Huntley, I was watching him, dude, and he's like, he's almost like, I'm not sure what I want to do, so he's running around, and then he's not running like super fast most of the time.
Right.
And it's like he's trying to figure it out as he goes, it seemed like. And they did okay. Like, they only lost by 1 point, but
to go for 2, though? That's the second time they've gone for 2 this season. 1 against the Steelers and then 2 against the Packers, tied the game up. Give yourself a chance to win.
Right.
And I think that was the thing with the Steelers game, when you look at it wholeheartedly, is what the actual heck were they doing going for 2? You have a chance to tie the game, go to overtime, and then get the ball back and score.
But I get the point, though, that other people say is, like, at the same time, if you lose that coin flip, then you're probably losing the overtime.
Right. Right.
But it's hard to know. I mean, but here's the thing, right? Like, the argument before was that Lamar Jackson's like the best player on the field.
Right.
So,
right.
But when you got Huntley, kick the freaking field goal.
Right, because it's not like Lamar's out there where you could do that. You're facing a defense that after they lost the dismal game to the Saints, like week 1, we're like sitting here going, "Oh, this is it." The Packers are done. And what did they do? They came out and they fired on all cylinders. So I think my biggest thing with the Ravens right now, and this is no disrespect to John Harbaugh, is, dude, stop making such poor coaching decisions and play the way you've been playing. This is how you got this is how you've been able to get into the playoffs. This is how you were able to win a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco, back in like 2012, I think it was. But I don't know. I mean, this, like you said, and I heard it perfectly, is this season has just been one of those really weird seasons, like I can't really say anything else, but congratulations. No, go ahead.
Dude, I'm like really interested to see who's going to get that. And it's probably, it might be someone stupid. I mean, who knows, but I'm like, the name was thrown out there. I can't remember if it was with the Jaguars or not. But Jim Harbaugh, dude, if he came back and had Trevor Lawrence.
Dude, I mean, yeah, I can see that happening a little slightly on that. But at the same time, what happens if Michigan wins a national championship? Like.
Well, they were saying that, or somebody on ESPN, sorry to interrupt,
go for it,
said that, if he wins, then he did what he came to accomplish, and he can feel like, man, I did enough for this program, and he could leave and go to the NFL.
Right. And I mean, I think, if the Jaguars are willing to take a chance with him because he is a lot more wiser.
It wasn't even Jim Harbaugh, but that's an interesting thought. It was Doug Peterson.
No, let's not bring him back into the NFL. I couldn't even stand when he was with the Eagles. And
dude, but it was Colin Cowherd that said it, which sometimes a lot of times he's right.
Right, but at the same time, dude, I would honestly pick Jim Harbaugh over, Doug Peterson. Yeah, he won a Super Bowl and everything else, but dude, after that, look at what happened. No, even look at last year with Carson Wentz.
I think it was more. I feel like like there was so much drama there, but I don't know. I can't remember. It wasn't really as much Doug Peterson as it was like Carson Wentz causing trouble, wasn't it?
Well, I don't know if it's either both, but now that Carson Wentz is with the Colts, he fits better into that offensive system, you know? Like he does a better job with it. And Frank Wright has done a great job of letting Carson throw the ball. Doug Peterson went to run. That's not what you do, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
But, I mean, full honesty, let's face facts here for a second. I think what Carson was going to be the MVP, and I forgot who won it, 2017. But it started the second half. How are the Saints leading 6-0 against the Buccaneers right now? Where's Brady been? Is my question.
Oh, we had somebody request to speak, but I didn't know they were on.
I didn't know either. Well, plus
now they're gone.
They're like, they're talking about football. Not my thing. But no, like, let me ask you this, in full honesty. What is your thoughts on Taysom Hill as the Saints quarterback?
Dude, that whole thing, I was rooting for Jameis because I feel like Jameis is more talented, and if he could just get the picks under control and all that, and maybe that could still work out, but dude, I don't feel like Taysom's the answer, and I really don't even know that Jameis.
Oh, wow. Okay. So,
I don't know that Jameis is either, dude. I really don't know that Jameis is either.
Here's the thing, and it goes back to Jameis, Winston being with Tampa Bay. I don't think it's the same way with Carson Wentz. I feel like Winston has done a really great job with New Orleans, and I think Sean Payton's willing to bring him back, like legit. But at the same time, like I can't say either way, but the whole situation, and not in Cincinnati, in New Orleans, is go find a young quarterback. Legit. I get it. Taysom Hill was brought in as the successor. Thank you. I was like, where are my words?
Successor?
Golly, to Drew Brees. But let's face it. What the Saints did with him in the first 2 seasons is they used him as, they used him all over the place on,
like the multi-person,
and it worked out great because there was no pressure to Taysom Hill at all, But now all of a sudden that he's a starting quarterback, there's that pressure to just play better, to lead your team, and I get it, but at the same time, Saints. The way I look at it, when I look at the quarterbacks in next year's draft, I would either A, go after Kenny Pickett from Pittsburgh, to the guy from, Cincinnati, or, those are the, and CJ Stroud isn't even in his junior season, so if he were, I would say go after him. But there's only 2 good quarterbacks.
Dude, you know who is out there that I really believe there's something there, dude. What's his name? He was the Jaguars quarterback for like last year.
Oh, Blake Bortles? Or no?
No. It's he's got a weird name.
Oh, Gardner Minshew?
Yeah, Gardner Minshew, dude. I believe there is something there, dude.
Well, sorry, continue.
And like when you hear, other people talk about him, like I've heard someone say, like that his stats were, really not that bad.
Right, but when you think about it, Jacksonville really wasn't interested in Gardner Minshew, and I get that, and they brought in Trevor Lawrence, and there was like this big story surrounding him, he's gonna.
Well, that's good. Like I've heard, that's because Trevor Lawrence is like a once in a lifetime pick, though.
Right, he's this once in a lifetime generational player that it's like Giannis Antetokounmpo or Stephen Curry, or LeBron James. It's, once again, it goes back to, there's those once in a lifetime, and I keep saying this, but it really is a known fact. You're only going to get to see this maybe once in a lifetime. Holy crap, Brady just aired that out deep. Wow. Brady cannot get it going on offense whatsoever. What the heck is going on? Hey, Brady, you suck right now, although I don't want to say that and then him make me eat my words. Although here's the crazy part. I had Brady on my fantasy football team, and I dropped him. For some unknown reason. Oh, my gosh. I was stupid as heck.
Really?
Next year, I'm going to draft Tom Brady, and I'm going to keep Brady. Although Brady could be retiring after this season, too, so you never know.
Yeah.
Well, there went my fantasy football season. It's just as good as heck. Wow, nice punt. Hang on, let me see if my dad needed me. I'll be right back.
All right. But yeah, dude, Brady is.
Never mind. Oh, he was watching something, no. So I was like, what the heck? Type of deal. But no, he's okay. Yeah, okay. Anyway, back to football. What were your thoughts this year on Trevor Lawrence? I
didn't really get to watch him, I feel like, but I mean, he didn't do, obviously the whole team didn't have a good season.
Right. I mean, I'll say this about Zach Wilson. I feel like he was, I think Robert Saleh can turn it around, Just give him, the Jets are willing to give him another chance. Why? Because Robert Saleh has legit said, like, hey, it's going to take a few years, but we'll get this thing turned around. And I'm going, Robert Saleh, you literally are a defensive coach coming, and now you're coaching both offense and defense. What are you going to do here? So I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah, dude. Well, I did see Trevor a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, I did see. What I'm trying to remember was Wilson out against the Broncos when the Jets played the Broncos?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I think he was, but his backup, Mike White, a former Cowboys quarterback, did a great, I don't know. I mean, backups, here's the thing with backups, and we can all agree on this. It's hard to honestly, you're not getting that many reps, during practice. So the reps that you do get are the reps that you're allowed, But I think, I watched Jake Fromm a little bit, but, at the same time, it's whatever at this point, and I really can't say I really can't say otherwise, but at the same time, I look for, but back to the Saints, obviously, they brought in Mark Ingram. They have Alvin Kamara, and he, by the way, last year he did set that record for the most rushing touchdowns last year, which is pretty awesome, and then they lost to the Buccaneers in the, NFC, playoffs. They lost in the second round of the playoffs, but. And then we can all agree that the Super Bowl was rigged because it was played in Tampa Bay, which made no sense to me, but okay. I'm not going to say anything else about that because I'm still ticked off at the fact that Tampa Bay won a Super Bowl against the Chiefs.
They went from this will never happen again, but just I feel like it's hilarious. They went from the Succaneers to the fucking ears.
Oh God! Why? Did you? Oh God! If Taysom would have been like, "Yep." Oh, that's terrible. Oh my God! I'm never gonna live this one down, am I?
I was just kidding, dude.
Yeah. Well, and this is my belief on Tom Brady. he's going to retire after this year, you know? Like, I feel like after this year, this is his final season. Like, when he says, I'm retiring, I'm going to literally go out and I'm going to try to say this with caution in the wind. I'm going to buy a 6-pack of beer and literally get drunk on happiness. Be like, yeah.
Well, he's gonna play as long as he can.
Right,
He
but at
said.
the same time, that offensive line, he's been getting hit a lot more, and even in this game, his offensive line has not given him the time. Like last year, at this point, they were still trying to figure stuff out. You're 10-3, Tampa Bay. Congratulations. But I hope you lose in the playoffs. Who are you going to face in the playoffs? Which I'm like, if it's Dallas, please let us have revenge. Please let us have revenge. Please, Jesus, let us have revenge against Brady. And the other thing is, why is he wearing a hand warmer in Florida? This makes yes, he is. Legit.
Because he's an old man, dude. When you get old, you're cold everywhere.
They were asking him now that you've been in Florida for nearly 2 seasons, like nearly a season and a half, like what, like the actual heck, like are you used to the warm or now, or do you not like the cold? And he goes, no, I don't like the cold at all. He goes, I'm sorry, but he goes, playing in Gillette. He goes, as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, he goes, I was just happy when the game was over so I could legit get out of it. I was like, dang, Brady.
He didn't like playing there at all.
It was crazy. Like you would think like, hang on, I just lost my train of thought. You would think like the Patriots fan base would be booing him. No, they were cheering him on when he ran on the field. And that shows you how much love and appreciation they had for him for as long as he played there, because he played 20 seasons there with them, But, and then we were cursed.
Yeah, that's like.
We were cursed with Mac Jones. Why? Why did the NFL let them draft this guy? But that's a whole nother story. But yeah.
Oh, dude, the Patriots lost.
I saw that. To the Colts.
I'm so happy.
Dude, Mac Jones had too many. I didn't even watch the game yesterday. I legit didn't even think about it. Like, I don't know what I was doing yesterday. Oh, no, I was, we went and looked at Christmas lights, although it was like 34 degrees last night. And dude, Jason wore shorts when we went and looked at Christmas lights. Yes, and we're like, I'll give you grief. Wait, like we're like, but he wasn't thinking it was going to be this cold. Well, no, he thought we were going to be in a car the entire time. But yeah, we went back.
Okay.
And he walked.
Are you still there, dude? Chris? Oh, I don't know what happened to Chris, dude. He was telling me a story about anyway, you listeners already heard, so I'm not going to go over it again. But, yeah, like, I guess hopefully his signal comes back to his phone or whatever's going on. But, yeah, I'm just, we're talking sports, and I'm playing Halo Infinite multiplayer. Yeah, I got 6 kills, 4 deaths, and 2 assists. So, still pretty new to this multiplayer game, but this is probably the best I've done. Yeah, so I'm pretty psyched. Oh yeah, so that's 7 kills now. This is awesome. Oh, what? Dang it. Got another death. They freaking got me. Oh, okay, so Chris is gone, I guess, apparently. My team won, so that's good. Yeah, that's good. But, yeah, I don't know where Chris went or what happened or anything like that, but hopefully he'll be back on pretty soon. And but yeah, I mean, dude, I don't really have an issue with Mac Jones except for that he plays for the Patriots. You know, I mean that's pretty much it. He seems a little like, I'm not gonna judge him. Actually, I mean, the type of person he seems like, or whatever. He's just young and seems a little geeky or nerdy or whatever. But hey, I mean, we're talking about me when I was a kid, so I'm not gonna really judge him. So, but it's one of those things. It's he gets to play. He gets to play for the Patriots, and it sucks that they're so good right now. But the thing with, I think that Brady, especially determining how it goes with Tampa Bay, maybe if they win another Super Bowl, he would retire. But I think he knows that Belichick's breathing down his neck to try to freaking do stuff. And yeah, dude, I just think that it's one of those things with him that as long as he feels like he's not holding the team back and he can still play, then I think he will. But it's pretty crazy that the thing with Brady is, he ended up in the perfect situation when you're an older quarterback. And, I don't know, earlier this year, he was talking about playing, another, whatever it was, 5 more years or whatever. So, I mean, who knows what's going to happen, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy, and, we'll see what happens. So, well, I guess I don't know what happened to Chris. He just disappeared. I'm assuming it was the phone signal, but I think I'm gonna wrap the show up here. He's had a little while to come back, and he hasn't came back, so I guess I'll wrap it up. So thanks everyone, and check out Joe Scratchy. Episode 8 is out. There's also recently been some other episodes of the Sports Video Games and More podcast. So check those out if you haven't. And then I feel like there was some news that I saw. Let me just look up NFL news really fast. Because I feel like there was something I saw that I was going to cover. NFL World reacts to Sunday's Peyton Manning news. Oh, Peyton Manning got his... Could an NFL owner be next for Peyton Manning? What is this? Oh, wow, dude, that's cool. Manning is believed to be in the mix for an ownership role with the Denver Broncos. That would be sick. Broncos could reportedly be sold by this spring, with the Hall of Fame quarterback among those in the mix for new ownership. Dude, I would totally be down for that, even more than Elway owning it, just because I mean, we've already seen what Elway does when he's running the show. Yeah, dude, I would totally go for that. And I've been excited about this owner thing for the Broncos because it might mean something better, but I guess it could always mean something worse too. But I think Manning would be great for that. I really do. I said something about his number was retired with the Colts too. Let's see. Teddy Bridgewater strapped down and carted off after scary head injury. What the heck? Let's see. T.J. Watt sets Pittsburgh Steelers single-season sack record. Ben Roethlisberger, what's this say? Ben Roethlisberger into 5th for NFL all-time passing yards. That's cool. Evan McPherson makes Bengals history versus Broncos. The Broncos didn't really do too bad if you look at it, because that was not a high-scoring game, and they, didn't lose by much, but we still lost, so it freaking sucks, and the Bengals won. Yeah, I feel like there was some news, but that I saw, I just can't remember what it was. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing it now that I'm looking for it on my phone and Googled it. Yeah, I'm not sure. So I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up. And thanks for listening to Sports, Video Games, and More. Check out the Joe Scratchy Show also. Thanks, bye. Have a good... we'll do a podcast probably on Sunday next week, but, I hope everyone has a good Christmas, and probably the next pod will be on Sunday. I'll probably do a Joe Scratchy Show on the Saturday for Christmas, though. I believe that's the Christmas day is Saturday, I think. So that's the plan, and you guys have an awesome week. And ladies, everybody, have an awesome week.